I'm in Korea right now and I didn't get to buy any UCLA merch yet, so I'm filming it wearing my favorite UCSB shirt. Hey guys, my name is Rina and today I'm going to talk about the tips of how to transfer from UC to another UC campus. I hope this video is helpful for those who are trying to transfer from UC to another UC campus or anyone trying to transfer to UC schools in general. A little bit about me before I start. I went to UC Santa Barbara my first year and second year, and I just transferred to UCLA as a junior level transfer. The reason why I wanted to make this video is to give many of you guys hope that you can also transfer to your dream college without a perfect GPA and tons of extracurriculars. So without further ado, let's get it started. First thing that I'm going to talk about is my GPA. To be honest, my GPA was way lower than others who got into UCLA, and it definitely wasn't my strongest point. My cumulative GPA by the time I applied was a 3.54, and this GPA is only up to my freshman year, because the application due date is before your second year first quarter ends. Some of you guys may think, well, that's not even that high. But one thing that made me stand out was my continuous improvement over the 3 quarters of my freshman year. I started off as a 2.5 student and got a C- and a no pass in 1 quarter. I was pretty close to an academic probation if I didn't pass one of my classes. But for the next 2 quarters, I showed them that I'm improving by getting a 3.9 and 3.77. I also took 16 units my winter quarter, and I challenged myself even more and took 18 units my spring quarter. The second part is the classes I took. Even though I applied as prehistory, I only took 2 history classes during my freshman year, which means you don't have to focus too much on your major your freshman year. Instead, pick as many classes that interest you and see if you really want to apply as that major over other majors. But still, be sure to work hard and try to get as many A's in your major classes. Another tip is to take as many upper dip classes if you can and show them you can succeed in more challenging classes. There are plenty of upper divs open to freshman and sophomore standings, and some even fulfills your GE requirements. Another benefit of taking upper divs is that you can get closer interaction with the professor and the academic field itself, which should be useful in many ways. The third part is clubs or extracurriculars. For extracurriculars, I was in 3 clubs and held leadership positions in 2 of them. First, I was in Korean American Student Association, and I was a freshman outreach and later was an events coordinator. Second, I was an International Students Engagement Chair for Residential Housing Association of my school. Last but not least, I was in a pre-law fraternity. Having a leadership position is definitely a pro, but joining a club that really shows your passion is more important in my opinion. For jobs, I had 2 jobs that I wrote on my application. I was a translator for a makeup YouTuber in Korea for a while, and I also worked as a student mentor for Korean students who want to study in American colleges. Number 5 is awards. I only wrote 2 things that can count as awards. I was in a college honors program at UCSB and also got a scholarship from NBC Comcast, but I've never gotten an actual award since I started college. Instead, I had a pretty strong extracurriculars that can fill in those weaknesses I had. In addition, I also had a couple of things I did in high school that I'm really proud of, such as National Honor Society and getting a silver medal in National Line Exam for 3 years of my high school. Now it's your essays. As some of you guys already know, transfer get one special topic, which asks you why you applied as your intended major and how you prepared for it. The rest of them is same or similar to what you wrote when you applied to UCs at your senior year of high school. For the transfer essay, be sure to incorporate your past experiences and at least one class or activity in college that are related to your major. For example, I wrote about growing up listening to my dad telling me stories of modern history and how my labor history class relates to those stories and eventually made me get involved in actual movements that are happening around me. Your essay doesn't have to include something super unique like traveling around the world. What it really matters is how well you can incorporate your daily lives to the subject field that you're interested in. This applies to your other 3 essays that you'll be writing. Don't try to make up something that never happened just to make your essay unique. Base your essay on your true experience and the lesson you learned from it. For these ones, they don't have to come from your college experience. You can even reference your past UC essays. To To give you guys some examples, I wrote about things like helping my dad, community service at an orphanage, and how I overcame my trauma of getting bullied. These essays are all about the events that happened to me before going to college. As I said, it's okay if you don't have a perfect essay-worthy experience in college. Just write about your most memorable moments that taught you a lifelong lessons. And lastly, these are some tips that I want to give you guys. This may sound super lame, but don't try to stress too much about college process. You are still a very smart and capable individual who have already gone into UC, one of the best public universities in the nation. And even if you don't accept you for any reason, it's their loss, and it won't change the fact that you're getting a good education from your college. This also means that you can't just give up on the school you're in right now. Plan things well just in case you don't get into your dream UC school. And keep up with your hard work even after you apply and get in, since they're all still going to be on your records. Also remember that colleges can still withdraw your admission even after you get in. So make sure that you're in the good academic standings and avoid getting a C or below in any subject. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below and I'm more than happy to answer them. And subscribe for more tips and good luck. I hope you guys are safe and always wish you the best luck.